Hey everyone, so if you've been following the North American housing market as a whole over the past few years, I'm sure you've heard or noticed that it's been a seller's market. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about the pros and the cons of such a market and what to consider as a seller and a buyer. Let's talk about it. All right, thanks for tuning in. I'm Tim Higham, a local realtor in Prince George, BC, and I make content related to Prince George and real estate. If you're interested in those topics, please like and subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new content. The big question, what are the pros and cons of a seller's housing market? Let's start with the sellers here, because honestly, there's more. All right, pro, higher sale price. This is great, and it's something that a lot of home sellers will get excited about when they realize how much their home price has risen and are able to see a fantastic return on their investment. Now, even if you're not selling your home, higher prices could be great for you. You see, many homeowners will choose to use the equity from their home to invest that money at a higher interest rate than what they're paying on their mortgage and make a profit. And since values are up, homeowners will have more equity to play with in those terms. Another for the sellers, a pro, quicker sale. This can be a nice perk to a hot seller's market. If your home was marketed and priced well, there's a good chance that you won't be waiting for months to sell. In fact, many homes are selling in a matter of days or even a matter of hours. What's the flip side of that? For sellers, this is a con, quicker sale. Wait, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, this guy must be smoking something. He just said the same thing was a pro. Hear me out. While it's nice to sell your home quickly, it can be a double-edged sword. If you're selling your home and need also to purchase another, having a very quick sale can leave you hanging in terms of having time to find the next home. This could add pressure to your situation. More pros for a seller, stronger negotiating position. We all like to win when negotiating, and the seller is certainly in the driver's seat in this kind of market. Ideally, in the best situation, buyers will be appealing to the seller just for them to accept their offer, and they'll give all kinds of concessions to the seller to try to make that happen. This means less nitpicky buyers and more options for the seller regarding all the terms of the offer. Another pro for the seller, limited inventory. Since there are less homes available than eager buyers, this means there are less homes to compete with. This really helps when your house may be a bit unique, if you know what I mean. Perhaps the plan of your home isn't exactly what most buyers would be interested in, but in a hot market, there's a much better chance that it's going to get snapped up. Now, that's as opposed to sitting on the market for an extended period of time or selling at a discount in a slow market when buyers have all kinds of selection. All right, how about a con for the seller? Limited inventory. Wait, I'm doing it again. No, listen, it's another double-edged sword here. That same factor hurts when you have to sell your home and buy another. Sure, you may have buyers fighting for your home, but finding the next one could be difficult and full of compromises. This leads right into a con actually for the seller, and that's it's hard to make a purchase that is subject to sale. If you're unsure what I mean, if you need to make your offer on a home that you'd like to purchase conditional on the sale of your current home, that is subject to sale. Being in that position in a hot seller's market will make it very difficult to get your offer accepted. And here lies one of the actual pros for a buyer. If the buyer doesn't have a home to sell when making their purchase, it's much easier to secure a home as their offer will be less encumbered. So there's one for the buyers. Actually, while we're at it, let's talk about another pro for the buyers, rising prices. Now, sure, this is also a double-edged sword, but let's talk about the pro first. Because the market is typically trending upward in a seller's market, the potential for short-term gain is higher as long as you're buying early enough in the cycle of the market. You may know people who have bought and sold over the period of just a year or two recently that have made a nice profit. But we should talk about the flip side of that, and this is another con for buyers, rising prices. The toughest part I find is that buyers can get priced out of the market. They may start looking at homes in, say, February, and then they want to see more options or selections, so they wait until June. But by that time, the market may have risen, and now the home that they really want to get into costs more than they can afford. This one can be tough for buyers, and really the best advice that I could give in this kind of market is secure a home sooner. Don't be too picky about the details. You could get left behind. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I know this was a short one. I hope it helped. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.